I'm dealing with common mistakes on the application to the Secretary of State in the United Kingdom. The majority of the problem that people face is sometimes is as a result of not getting the correct application done, or not knowing what to do, or whether they're not even ready to make the application to the Secretary of State. That's what I'm dealing with. So good afternoon, Tola Adeosun. Good afternoon, Toli Dari. Good afternoon, Lola. Good afternoon, Ayawoshika, Joke Mary, Olayinka Oluseyi, Vicky Adepoju, Lola, Olaiya Shakrudin. You're welcome on board, everybody. You are welcome on board. The majority of the mistakes there, it's as a result of a lot of people want to do it themselves and they get it wrong. It's a tedious application. It's not straightforward. The art of to know. A lot of people fail to take to lawyers' advice and get assistance, and they do it themselves, and they get stuck. You know. So if you get my alert, please share it. I'm looking at major problem that people faces on the application and the type of application to put in rather as well. You know. When you are putting in an application to the Secretary of State, there is no way you will not have an address, not on this planet, not in this world. You know, you must have an address for them to revert to you, even though you are going to use your lawyer's address as a correspondence address. Lawyer's address is only a correspondence address. It is not an address that you have to give to Secretary of State as a residential address. It's just a correspondence address for them to know that you have somebody representing you know. And most times people give down wrong address, and this time around, if you give your lawyer wrong address, it basically means that you are in trouble when they are sending you your biometric card. You know, you are going to be in trouble when they are sending you a biometric card, because they will mistakenly send it to somebody else's address. And if it's not picked up by you, it's going to be difficult for you to address that mistake with the Secretary of State staff. You know, so it's better that it doesn't happen at all than for it to happen and you are thinking how to rectify that problem. Another problem again is that on application, the Secretary of State has made it possible and made it possible and impossible, that whoever is going to represent you on that application form must be regulated, must be qualified. So it's either a solicitor or immigration advisor with a registration number. You know, so if someone is representing you and they're not qualified, it's going to affect you as well. So how would you know? When you get to their office, you will know. By their fruits we shall know them. So there are so many things that you have to put in when you're doing the application, and the most crucial one is to use a correct application form. Now, somebody that has overstayed in the United Kingdom and want to make application under his or her partner in the UK, there is a separate form that you have to fill, and it's called FLRFP form. That is the form you have to use to fill it in. Because inside that form is going to be asking you whether you want to make an application as a partner of a person. That means as family life as a partner, or family life as a parent under 10 years rule, or family life as a parent under 5 years rule. Now, basically, those who have that right to fill in an application under 5 years rule, a parent and 5 years rule, are typical examples: students. Student who has a child that's born in the UK and have British passport will basically be entitled to go under 5 years parent route. And student who has a partner that has settled status of British passport will have the opportunity to proceed under that 5-year parent route. But the 5-year parent route, for them to use, they will have to have life in the UK test and English test done when they are going in for their 5-year parent route. And it is possible that the husband will be assessed, or the wife that is settled will be assessed. Not even possible. They are going to be assessed under the income threshold. So everything has its own advantage and disadvantage. But then when you are looking for something, you don't care about what, thank you dear, you don't care about what comes out of it. What you want to get is what you are really pursuing at that particular time. You know, so the parent route for those who want to use 5 years, they have to comply with the income threshold. They have to comply with the English test, you know, for them to go in successfully. And when you look at it, if you are doing it under a child that has British passport, then you don't have to fill in the page of the dependent applying with you. But I'm not giving you out everything because lawyer must always eat, you know, so I'm not telling you everything. Lawyer must always eat. I am telling you that it's a complicated form, so don't even handle it on your own. A lot of people recently, the way Nigeria moves recently now, I realize that they pass information quicker. You know, Nigerian is the most minister of communication I have ever have in my lifetime. Nigerians rather, all of them are suited to be a minister of information, or probably possibly minister of finance as well. But minister of information generally is what Nigerians are very good at, by giving out information that they don't even have the detailed analysis of. You know, now because somebody has gone to Croydon to go and do premium application, Nigerians are now rushing into it and say they want to do premium application. Of what use and on what basis are you going to do premium application? That is something that you really need to consider. Because this morning, about 2-3 people that we did application for them at the beginning, and they were refused. They now want to go, and then they were granted, rather than they were overstayers. And then we make application for them, following begging and asking Secretary of State for mercy, and you know, pray to Secretary of State. They were granted in the end. Now, because they are granted, they are now so much relaxed and thinking that everything is smooth and easy. They do not consider what lawyer must have passed through to get that application done smoothly under law. Now the time to renew has now come for them to renew to extend for their extension. Basically what they are now doing is that they are now proceeding to go to Secretary of State directly and go and do premium service. Premium service is not for those who have overstayed their visa, please. And they manage to grant you out of law, out of, you know, discretion, using discretion power to give you that opportunity. And now lately, you now turn around and say that the way exactly, and then you now turn around and later on saying that you want now to go in for premium to renew your application. And a lot of people, they got themselves stuck now. You know, they got themselves stuck now because they want to go into it and go and get it done. But that is not possible. That is not possible. You know, that is not possible. Please come. You know, that is not possible for you to go ahead and get this thing done by yourself. It's going to cost you a lot of headache. Please proceed.
No problem. 2 o'clock is here. Yeah? One of you 2 o'clock.
I'm on Facebook. Okay. So as a result of that, a lot of people get themselves stuck, and they get themselves stuck in a way that it affects their chance of getting things done. They have to start all over again, because once you have problem on renewal and Home Office change mind, and then you come out and then start all over again to go in, the last status you had is useless. Home Office is not going to continue your counting. Now, those people that have been denied that opportunity now are those with previous discretionary leave. And I don't feel sorry for them, because what happened is that they are meant to have passed through a lawyer, for a lawyer to have assisted them and go through the information and help them thoroughly. The Secretary of State is now thinking that you have something to hide. That is the reason why you are so much in a hurry to bypass the person that assisted you to get the first limited leave done, and now come straight to them. That is now their belief, that you have something hidden, and as a result of that, they are not happy. You know, there is no way you can do the job of someone else who qualifies to do it. You are not in a position, for example, you are not in a position to give immigration advice if you are not qualified and have a license, or you are not a solicitor. All you have to do if your friend has a problem is that tell the friend to go and see a lawyer that you can trust, or is trusted, other than you giving immigration advice. Because most times when Nigerians are in problem on their paperwork in the UK, they are in that problem as a result of their friends giving them that wrong advice. And when they give them that wrong advice, it basically means that they have got things wrong. Things have gone wrong in between because they followed somebody who hasn't got experience. Now, on that application, a child that is not applying with you is not supposed to be included on a dependent page, but a lot of people do include them for no reason. And when you are going in, putting in an application to the Secretary of State outside the rules, because you have already overstayed. So, I know directors of affairs. I'm not. They are all there. It's either they are directors of affairs or they are Minister of Information. That's what my Nigerians are for. So, the most important thing is that when you are going in, you are making an application. A child that has British passport cannot be included on dependent page. It has to be included elsewhere where it says that the reason why you are making the application as a parent of a child, a child in the UK. That is where you'll be putting a child there. But child that is applying with you is the child that you will put under dependent application, which means that the child was not born in the UK, hasn't got British passport, is coming under 7 years rule. So you are going to have that child under dependent. Now, lately, it is noted that application will not succeed if you don't have Nigerian passport. So whatever you are thinking, before you put in an application, you need to go and fight and get your Nigerian passport from Nigerian Commissioner Office first. From Nigerian Commission Office, you need to go and get a Nigerian passport. Because if you don't have Nigerian passport, could it go through? Yeah, possible. It's not going to go through. So we need to get that right. The first thing you have to get to identify yourself as a citizen of a particular country is through international passport. Your international passport will identify you as a Nigerian or as a British citizen. If you don't have either of them, it means you don't belong to that country. It means you are stateless. A stateless person is a person who hasn't got a country to affiliate him or herself with. So the person will be a stateless person. Now, for you to use that word stateless person on application, there are so many things you have to go through with the Secretary of State. So it's not a shiri application, stateless person. Thank you. But I'm basically saying that you got to comply and have your international passport at hand before any other thing. Because if that is not available, you're not going to go through smoothly. Now, to all those who are going for premium service, make sure you check and do premium check as well with us. Make sure we go through all your application as if we are the one putting it in for you. Now, what you are saving is the time to wait for them to reply back to solicitors. That's what you are saving. If you're thinking you are saving lawyers' money and going in straight away without checking through lawyer, you are going to fall foul. You're going to mess yourself up. So don't even go in without bringing it down to the desk and let us go through it. Although it's going to be cheaper because you're going to do your representation yourself. What we want to check for you is the checking service. Do the checking service for you, which is cheaper than doing the full application. Now, the difference will be that you will not have my letterhead. I'm not going to be responsible for whatever you want to put in there. So you will have, before coming to me, you will have put down your representation. You will have put out your wealth that you want the agents of the Secretary of State to read. So you will have write them out properly yourself. What you are doing is that you are bringing it to me. I will not check your representation. I will be checking the document that is going in and checking your card to see whether the tally, whether the document you are using to accompany with the application tallies, whether it is what is expected under that particular application. that is what I will be looking at to check for you. If I'm going to check your representation and said to you that the representation is wrong, this is the right one, don't use this, don't use that one, it means I'm going to charge you full fee. So if you want to save yourself money, you think twice, because you're going to lose money. You're going to, and if you lose money, no, it's not that you're going to lose out in the end. You're going to lose out in the end if you don't do it properly. Because the Secretary of State agent, on what you are doing for your quick service, you might end up losing out. So you got to really understand what is happening in between. And if you don't understand it, I'll be back again to talk about it, but I got to go now. I just came on to talk about people doing the premium service with the Secretary of State. You got to really be careful. You have to be sure of what you are doing before you go and do premium service. Premium service is not for everybody. Premium service is not for everybody, you know. And the next thing I want to take you into is consultation. I want to take you into consultation. Nobody should come to my office and say that they don't know that I charge consultation. I am not a charity lawyer. I am a private lawyer. All I can do is to assist people and give them information beforehand for them to know. But when it comes to taking advice in the office, of course you have to pay a good lawyer. The only thing is that I have not increased my consultation fee for the past 11 years now, even 12 years now. I have not increased, despite the fact that the inflation is high in the United Kingdom. The inflation is so high, but I still leave it to the same £50 that I charge all the time for consultation. Those that I have given knowledge to, that I trained, they charge 150, 200. But that is not what makes my richness or my wealth. My happiness is to get the work done properly and get a good result, and for people to believe and trust in me. As for the fees that I charge, I get more than those who charge higher, because I get happiness with it, and I get blessing of God with it. And that's what I want people to understand. So I have not changed my consultation fee for the past 12 years, and it's always £50 that I charge. But what I want to implore you, to plead to you, is that please, out of no time, find time to ensure that you have a lawyer. You register with a lawyer. Even if you are not ready to submit an application to the Secretary of State, make sure you have a lawyer. Because if you don't have a lawyer and something goes wrong, you're going to blame yourself for it in the end. Believe me, if you don't have a lawyer and things go wrong, you are stuck. So you need to open a file and register with my practice and take me as your lawyer. I only charge $250 for registration, which means that you can come in and take advice anytime. You can come in, you can phone me and have an update and update me and take instructions. You know, you can tell me things anytime. That is the benefit of making a file with a lawyer like me. If you open a file with me, it gives you an advantage ahead of others, because it means that you are aware of the information within the domain of the immigration rules, so you will know which one to choose from when it comes to the time when you are ready to make an application to the Secretary of State. You have the varieties, you have the flavor, so you should register and have a file with my practice. That's all I'm saying. Open a file with my office so that I can control things properly. And basically with Nigerian one as well, you don't have to open a file in Nigeria, but you need to consult me as well before you make application to come to United Kingdom, because the law changes from time to time. You know, the law changes from time to time. So it is important that you take advice beforehand, have information beforehand, so that you don't fall foul. It is the only way to get things done properly. Because if you don't do it in that manner and you're doing it in the other way around, then the journey that you're supposed to go within 2 years, 3 years, you end up going through that journey for God knows 10 years, 15 years. So we just have to have information at hand, and that is the whole idea of coming out and telling you what needs to be done, when you can get it done, and how you can do it. Once we have that, then we are already. I know that we can't have a lot of people when we are having a talk of important information like this, but when it's gossip, then that is when you see Nigerians that they rush to gossip, they rush to things that is not concerning them. But when it comes to them to hear something that is important, that's beneficial to them or their family members, their friends, you will not find them on that platform. but you will find them on the platform where they want to gossip, they want to add more problem to the community at large. When they want to increase the power and tell somebody to continue to fight, that's when you see our Nigerian. I'm still coming on that, but I'm not ready for that now. But I want people to share this program. That is what is important. Common mistake in application to the Secretary of State, the reason why people should not go for premium service. Please share it. Get advice and get the document checked by a solicitor before you go for premium service. Premium service is not for everybody. So please share the program and let people have it on their desk. Please share it. It is important to me. This is 2018. I am just going raw with my talk because I want people to benefit from the purpose of my living on the planet. I want people. I do respond to message, but I don't respond every time because there's thousands of messages. So don't tell me I don't respond. I do, my dear. You understand, Jasmine? If you are my clients or my regular fans, then that's fine. If you're not my regular fan, then you have to book appointment and come and see me in the office. I have thousands of messages on my inbox, and it's not that easy. By the time you send your own, 50 or 100 odds may have come in after your one. So it's not that easy. No, well, I don't know about that. If you want to book appointment, you have to tell me short story of what you want to tell me. It's not that you expect me to read pages of document. It's not possible. Even if I read it, I can't give you advice, can I, on it straight away? So you just got to understand me, Jasmine Aries or whatever. You understand? Because I have lots of clients and I have fans that I have to respond to. So it's not that I want to disregard people's inquiries, but you just need to understand that I am not dealing with one person. That is just it. I am not dealing with one person. I deal with a lot of people. And information, once it comes and I can't see it quickly, it goes down to the bottom straight away. So if you call me, what will help you most is WhatsApp. So use WhatsApp on 07908 628240. Use WhatsApp easily. WhatsApp, I usually go through WhatsApp at one go and see if I can answer them quickly. So if you have an inquiry, use WhatsApp on 07908 628240. WhatsApp 07908. Yeah. Use WhatsApp on 07908 628240. You know, if you use WhatsApp on that number, then I will later on pick it up when I'm free and deal with it. As I'm quickly giving you this information, I have clients waiting. In fact, I have clients when I was doing it, but I passed it to another staff to deal with the paperwork. That's why I'm doing this now. So if you have any problem relating to immigration and nationality rules in the United Kingdom, contact me on 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. Book appointments and come and see me for consultation. Not many lawyers will want to see you without taking a consultation, and not many medical doctors will want to talk stories. You have to go in to see them on consultation. That is the only way professionals can work properly. You see, working on phone and talking things to people that you don't see, you don't know who you are talking to. So it is not normally advisable to deal with people that you don't know to be giving advice to. The advisable one is that they should book appointment and come and see you. And for those who live far, who can't make it, they pay into PayPal and get their advice through Skype or telephone conversation. So if you live far, do Skype with the office. Then you'll be able to talk to me. Then I'll be able to deal with the matter bothering you on this particular matter. There is somebody that is calling me from Nigeria and pressurizing me regarding her date of birth. Let me let you understand that anyone that born outside 1982, 31st of December, it's not automatic British citizen. So the guy should pick my information up now. Pick my information up. If you were born outside 1982, 31st of December, you were no longer automatic British citizen. If your parents were just in the UK as a student at that time, or as an officer from the Federal Republic of Nigeria to come and work with the High Commission in Britain, or to come and work with the Foreign Service here, they were not British then. So they were only recognized as a Nigerian citizen. So they were not Nigerian. So at the time of your birth, there is possibility 70% chance that you were not settled in the UK, so that your parents were not settled. So therefore, you will not be able to claim that citizenship from your father. Now, again, if your father were to be alive and we know exactly whether he has British passport, which he hasn't got, with the document you have sent to me, so it's obvious that, thank God I find you. So it is obvious that you may not be entitled to claim that citizenship that you are so in haste to claim. Now, again, you want me to be looking at horse document, about 50 or 30 pieces of document. I told you to go and pay consultation to the office. You have refused to pay consultation that person. There is no way any lawyer will want to read document. We even charge for perusing of documents in England. We will charge you to read your files in the United Kingdom and then give you advice on it. Reading documents alone, lawyer charge separately. If it's a solicitor, we charge separately to read documents. And that shows that that person knows what he's saying. That is within the professional realm. So we're not doing it outside what this professional thing asks us to do. It's within the ethics of the profession. We must read document and advise you on it. So we charge you to read documents, which is what people have been doing so many years long dated before I was born. Lawyers have been doing it and they will carry on to do it forever. As long as they are registered and qualified, they know what they are doing. It is within their right to read documents and charge you to read it. So for you not to fall foul, you need to have a lawyer at hand so that you will know what you are doing. I cannot read documents, hot documents people are sending me on emails. No. What I intend to do is that when I'm on local in Lagos, I will invite all Nigerian clients that wants me to read their document, that want to travel into United Kingdom, that want to claim their citizenship. I will invite them for consultation. So I'll be able to go through all their work and assist them to see how we can resolve the problem. That is what I can do. But as far as the United Kingdom is concerned, I reiterate again, a consultation of £50 has to be paid when you come to see us in the office, and then I take it on from there and I'll give you the legal advice you need in that particular matter that is bothering you, which is immigration and nationality law. That is the only way to go about it. I am sorry there's no any other way. Please share the program. Let people hear what I'm saying with regards to premium service, making application, the delay in premium service. A lot of people went in to go and do premium service, trying to get it done. Some people have gone since October last year. They haven't come back. I cannot laugh enough. They have gone since October last year and they haven't come back. Some gone October last year and lost it. They refused and now start looking for Tokunbo Olagbaye to amend it. And if he or she were to have come through me, there is no way they would refuse that application because it was an extension. But believe me, they refuse extensions. Extensions can be refused at any time. Don't even think it's not possible. They will refuse anybody extension at any time. So I want to thank you. I want to go on into my next work. Thank you so much, and I should be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock as usual for my radio work. But if you don't see me, it means I'm stuck in the office with clients. Thank you and take care, everybody. I love you. Bye for your support.